What's good, guys? Today is an arm day, and this session was pretty peak. Um, One of my other friends from the friend group just signed up for the gym today. Yesterday was Hayden, today is Walden, and yeah, I just showed him around to like my routine because today was arm day, so he's getting a feel of how arm day is gonna be. And yeah, for my first exercise, I start with the bar curls as usual, but I loaded only 25 and 5 on each side instead of 35 because I did end up progressing to like 35 for 4, I'm pretty sure, for last session. But for this session, I'm doing 5 pounds lighter, so got 30 pounds on each side because I do feel like I'm not sure which part it is. It's either my joints or my tendons, like whatever the parts are like between your muscles. Um, like especially, I feel like just like a little bit on my elbows, but it's mostly in my wrists that I feel like some pain in. So I just like decided to kind of like deload a little bit on that part, just for the bar variation though. For dumbbell curls, I still was able to progress today because it's a different type of movement. Because for the bar, it's like a fixed path that you're moving it up and down. The dumbbell one, there's there's way more. I don't know. Um, there's way more room for error, I guess, or not error. There's much more. I don't know what the word is, but it's just it's less strict in a way because you have some more range of motion and then you can tailor it to your needs. So I'm able to still progress on it. I hit 40 pounds for 5 reps each side. Last arm day, I got 35 for like 6 on each side. So we're definitely progressing on the dumbbell curls. And I don't know if it's just me, but when I look at my arms from the side, I'm now starting to realize how big they're starting to look, especially like my tricep development. Like just the triceps alone, it makes my arms look 10 times bigger already. But that's mostly because the triceps make up like 2/3 of your arm. So that's why I train biceps first, just to, keep them in check, try to bring up the peak a little bit. But really, it's the tricep development that supports most of your arm's mass. So yeah, I can see that I'm like really making lots of progress. Don't really have that much body dysmorphia, if any, really, because I can clearly see I'm making progress. I'm not constantly downplaying myself. And then we move on to shoulders over here. We have side delts. This machine, we're still using it. And yeah, I think we might be able to move up the weight for next session because we're getting like easy reps with the 65 pounds on this machine. Um, you guys don't really see the weight because I never really like recorded from like the back angle because I just feel like the side view is like the best because you get to see like my actual deltoids working in real time, while from the back views you're basically just looking at my back, so there's nothing really fun going on there. But I am doing 65 pounds whenever I do these, just so you guys know. I think the weight I started with was 50 pounds when I started using this machine like way back then, but right now I'm using 65. Soon I think I can move to 80 for lower reps, like maybe 7-8 reps. I'll be happy with that. And then we have some rear delt work here. It's single arm cable flies, I'm pretty sure. Cable reverse flies. Yeah, and then we're doing, I'm pretty sure, 70 pounds on the stack here. And if you guys are wondering why I'm only showing like one set to some of these exercises, is because I'm only showing like mostly my top set. Because for the very first exercise of my routines, for example, it was the bar curls. I showed 2 sets, so however many sets I do for that first exercise, I usually show all the sets. Like on incline dumbbell, it's 3 sets, so I show all 3. It's just to like kind of start off the video. For most of the lifts, I'll probably just be showing like 2, but mostly 1 set, which is just gonna be like the top set of them because it's honestly like it just makes the video like way too long. If you guys have been watching for a while, you already know like how my routine looks. I just feel like it's kind of unnecessary to just record every clip or like every set and then put every set together. I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's a little bit like redundant. I feel like just the top set being shown is like enough because you guys kind of get it. But yeah, this is still a documentation of my gym journey, like fitness journey. So I still make these videos consistently. It's just kind of like a archive of all of my lifts. And then we ended up progressing on weighted dips as well. We hit 95 pounds for 4 reps. Like, that's really crazy, guys. Like, we've just been progressing so much. I feel like we've been progressing every single session on weighted dips. Last session we hit like what, 92.5 for 5 reps, I think. And then before that was 90 pounds for 5 reps. Before that was 80, I think just 80 pounds for 6, and then 80 pounds for 5, 70 for 6, 70 for 4. Like, we've been progressing hella fast. And I actually just started to do weighted dips just at February this year. So the progress is crazy. And then we have V-bar tricep pushdowns over here. The guy to my right is Walden. So he's going to be going to the gym a lot consistently, or I hope so. And then he's following my routine, but he's not doing the same type of training structure I'm doing, because I train more in the lower rep range, higher intensity, and yeah, just like more weight in general. He's doing like more endurance training, but he's still following the same routine I'm doing. It's just that he does more reps. So like when I do 3 to 6 reps on an exercise, he's doing like 10 to 15 or something like that, or probably more closer to 8 to 12. He's more in like the moderate hypertrophy to slightly endurance training, while I'm staying in the strength training range, strength to mild hypertrophy. So that's also a big reason why I've been progressing hella fast, because I'm training in like a very low rep range and making a lot of strength gains, because it's training my nervous system, I'm pretty sure. And it's like helping the connection from my muscles and mine or something like that. So yeah, that's really a big help there. And then yeah, we end off with the single arm pushdowns for triceps, and then now we're on forearms. I didn't show like the full length of these clips. I just kind of showed like a little like sneak peek or like short snippets of my forearm forearm exercises, because I just want to show you guys that I am now training forearms, because I just started training forearms since like last week. So these are definitely going to start being added into my arm day routine, because I want to bring out my forearms. So I'm training both the inside flexor and outside flexor, or whatever the muscles are called. And then we end off with the decline weighted crunches as usual. But this session I did 10-pound dumbbell instead of 20, because my abs were just so sore, because yesterday in the session with Hayden, I started with 20 pounds and then I think I went down to another, I think it was 15 pounds or was it 10 pounds? I'm not sure. And I went all the way to failure on the bodyweight one as well. Like, it was just like a lot of volume, and it was just really taxing on my abs. So this session I was really fatigued in my abs, but I still did what I could, so I just grabbed the 10-pound dumbbell. But honestly, I feel like the abs are like really starting to show now, and it's like really good because I'm building the actual abs now. And then we end off the session with cardio. I think I'm gonna start adding like way more cardio, because I've only been doing it in like leg day, but now I might start adding it after every session, maybe. So that's all for the session, and I'll see you guys in the next lift.